Vegan Fit for Life, and I am so happy to connect with you. I was able to completely transform my life in a positive manner by finding the gym and by changing my nutrition so that I was eating appropriately for my body. And I am very happy and very excited to be able to share that with you. Thanks for joining us. Hi, I'm Coach Clarissa, and I'm here today to walk you through a workout focused on our back. So building that beautiful V taper, which is going to help our waist look smaller. So we would want to start out with an exercise called the lat pull down. This is going to focus on building out, again, that V taper, making your upper back bring that triangle shape into your waist that everyone is looking for. So we want to start out with the lat pull down. Anywhere between 8 and 15 reps is a really good range. You want to work on building in like 3 to 4 sets, depending on where your endurance is and also your level of strength. So this is a lat pull down, but with a closer grip. The closer grip is going to work, it's still going to work the lats along the whole back side of the rib cage, but it's going to work a little more, placing the load a little bit more on the inside of the shoulder blades. So you should feel it a lot in the lower traps and a lot right directly underneath the armpit. So it's super similar setup. We want to make sure that the chest is lifted up, that we're not leaning back, and that load is all along the whole back. And this is what it looks like. So arms are extended long. We're going to set the shoulder blades back and down, so that initiates the movement. And then we're contracting there further to bring that weight down towards our chest. As we do that, the chest lifts up, and then it's controlled on the way up, and pull it back down. So if you want to time breath, it's inhale on the way up, exhale as you pull it down. Alright, so then the only place we want to be feeling that is all along the backside of the rib cage. So behind the armpit, the lats here, in between the shoulder blades. You shouldn't feel it that much in your biceps, especially with that neutral grip. And you should not feel it in the front of the shoulders at all. And that is your close grip lat pull down. From there, we'll move into the cable lat pull down, which again is a similar exercise. If you're going to do both of these in the same workout, I would recommend running one at 3 to 5 sets and the other at only 2 sets. And again, working in that range of anywhere between 8 and 15 reps per set. All right, so this is another type of a cable press down. Here we're going to be working the arms separately, but also at the same time. So with this exercise, we're working lat along the backside of the rib cage, and we're also working some core to keep ourselves stable. And this is what we're going to do. So we're going to take one handle in each hand, palms face down towards the floor. And then we want to set up so that we have our arms extended straight, our core is tight, and we're going to bring those handles down to the sides. So arms stay straight, and then here, really focus that load behind the back of the shoulder blades, and then we're going to press down again. So for this particular exercise, just like the straight bar press down, it is important that our arms stay straight, and we're just contracting the muscles along the backside of the rib cage to raise and lower that weight. From there, we move into the Pendlay Barbell Row. This is an exercise that is excellent for building the depth on the back, which is needed for muscle detail. So if you're really looking to build out a bigger, thicker back, the Pendlay Row is a really excellent exercise for that. Again, with the Pendlay Row, you're working anywhere between 8 and 15 reps. There's really no purpose in doing any more than 15, as form will break down over time. This is one of my favorite exercises for back. So it's called the Pendlay Row, and it's a little bit different than a traditional barbell row because we are keeping our back as perpendicular to the floor as we can. So starting up looks similar to a deadlift. Feet are under the hips. We're going to bring our hands to the outside of our shins, and we're going to make sure that the core is tight. We're keeping stretch on the hamstring, spine is staying neutral. So overhand grip, we're going to lock down our lats just like we would in a deadlift, and keeping our back flat like this, we are going to pull the bar towards our stomach and then lower. And that is the barbell Pendlay row. So it's row, you're pulling those elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades together, core stays tight, spine stays neutral, and the only place you want to feel this is along the back side of the back. From there, we're going to move into a single arm lat pull down. This exercise is wonderful for strengthening the muscles of the rotator cuff. So while you have one arm that is going to be working and performing the movement, you have another arm that's going to be holding the weight in a isometric hold. So that isometric hold is working to strengthen all the muscles around the shoulder capsule. So that is an excellent strength building exercise. It's also an excellent rehab exercise or prehab. I love to incorporate prehab exercises to help prevent us from getting injuries while we're doing things that we love.
All right, so this is a single arm lat pull down, unilateral lat pull down with an isometric hold. So the isometric hold is going to help strengthen all of the stabilization muscles for the shoulder. So as we start this exercise, we're going to bring both sides down, but we want to hold one side. And we're going to do that by contracting all of the muscles around the shoulder blade to really lock that lat down, lock the shoulder blade down, and hold that weight down. And then the working arm, we want to continue to make sure that the shoulder blade is back and down. As we pull that weight down, we're really contracting and feeling the movement through the lat of the working side. You're still going to feel some around the shoulder blade, but you mostly want to feel this on the lat of the working side. And then obviously, as you're doing this on both sides, you have the isometric hold on one side is going to feel slightly more fatigued as it comes to time for it to put in the reps. So when you come around to set 2, you probably want to switch off on which arm is going to be the first arm to have that isometric hold and which arm is going to be the first arm to actually do the work. Make sure you're alternating there so that we don't just have chronic fatigue and we're just making it extra hard on one side of the body. So we want to mix it up so we get equal work on both sides of the body and work to make sure that we're not going to develop any muscle imbalances.
And then from there, we move into a single arm cable row. So again, that's working just one side of the body at a time, which is really, really great for helping you identify muscle imbalances. If you notice that it is harder to perform the same amount of reps on one side, then that is probably your weaker side. And so you can spend a little bit of additional time really working to strengthen up that side that's a little bit weaker.
For our single arm, our unilateral seated cable row, we want to make sure that we're really anchoring our torso so we're not twisting. So we start out by loading the back here, and then we're going to make sure that shoulder blade stays against the back. And we're going to pull back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, really contracting through the lat, so all the muscles along the back side of the rib cage. So you should feel this predominantly on the side that is working. It's normal to feel it a little bit in the bicep as that's going to assist, but you mostly want to feel this in your lats. So you're really focusing on the length here and then the contraction, so squeezing the lat to pull the weight back. We want to keep our core nice and tight. We want to not pull our head forwards because then we're just going to transfer load to the trap.
And that's our plan for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the workout, please drop a comment and let me know. If you want to film it and tag me, I'd be more than honored to watch your workout. All right, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.